First camera of the day. We're moving all the public cameras to vine scrapes. Last night I cut a bunch of vines, threw them in the boat, and we're just hanging them up. A couple years back I called the DNR and asked, you know, as just trying to find an attractant I could put next to my stand. You can't feed or anything in Iowa. And I was like, hey, can you bring a grapevine in that you cut on a private property? Can you zip tie it to a branch? And he was like, yeah, there's no problems with that. And I called each county that I hunt, I called the DNR and asked them. They all said, yeah, there's no regulation on it. So if you're gonna do that, make sure every time if you have a question, you think you might be in a gray area, or you just want some clarity on it, just call the DNR. Super easy. All of them are really cool. Hopefully it's not a big one. All right, we're here at the next camera. It's not too far from where we just came from. I'm just looking for sign, and so far we haven't found any scrapes. We're just finding trails. It doesn't seem like the bucks are moved in here yet, so. All right, we're good, dude. Let's get back to the boat. We're at the old Heinz spot. This is, I told Shay last year when I brought him here, we put up his camera. This is my best spot as far as public goes. Every year there just seems to be a really good buck here. And so far we got one, this big 9-point. Let's get in here, hang some scrapes, let's try and find old Heinz. We just got down here to the Heinz location. This camera location, this is the creek bed. I've been talking a lot about it on my social media and I think the last couple of weeks about how the cameras that are doing the best are down in the creek beds. Think about it, it's colder down here, it's the bottom part of a ditch. I mean, gosh, if you just put your hands down in it, it's wet sand, so I mean, it's gotta feel nice on their hooves. It's nice and cool. And what do you know it? It's where the bucks are. We're finding sign. We're finding sign all over. There's a lot more tracks. There's a lot of rubs in here. Seb spotted a really nice scrape on the way in. But we're just adding vines here to try and get these bucks in front of the camera. That way they're not just zooming past or something. We're not getting not what you would call like not a great photo, just a half a rack. I want his full body in this photo so I know exactly what it is that's coming here. So, I don't know. I said that really weird, didn't I?
Kinda.
We just found like maybe 10 to 15 rubs going on a line, hugging this willow patch. When we walked in here, Dave, I, and Zeb, there's a really, really good trail throughout these willows. Great spot for bedding. I remember, you know, back before I was on the show and I was watching the hunting public guys, I'm into Whitetail, they were hunting like, I think the buck nest, if I remember correctly, it was a willow patch, and it's exactly what this is back in here. It's good cover. They normally rake up the willows. Might have to find that trail and put a camera on it. But that's good to see some sign. I think. So what we're doing, the strategy that I'm doing, I came out here 3 weeks ago. These are all new spots for me. But I came out here 3 weeks ago and I scattered a bunch of cameras all over this piece of public. And I put a lot of cameras pretty close to each other because I'm trying to find the spot of spots where I want to run just one camera and I know that spot will give me enough intel to where I know if there's a big one in there or not. So what I've done here today, we've gotten to all these cameras and spots where I have 2 cameras instead of just one. We're looking at the cameras on the app. Say we're on camera 7 and camera 8. We're gonna look at those photos real quick on the app. Which camera had more action? Where are the deer flowing? Is there a better spot than camera 7 or 8? Maybe where these deer are coming together based off the camera information. We're really dissecting that information and trying to hone in on the better spots. Now, the positive to coming in throughout the season, you are finding fresh sign, and then you can hone those cameras in on that fresh sign because it's probably going to stay consistent the rest of the season. But that's why I like these vine scrapes. I said it once, I'll say it again 100 more times, but they hit them year round. So you don't have to move your cameras around. Once you find a really good spot, put a vine scrape there. That's the spot you leave your camera every year. Next spot. First camera should be about, literally 80 yards up here. Next one's in the creek. This is one we need to check if there are better pictures on this one versus the other. I think the one where I was like, screw it, let's put another one here and see if this spot's better. Fish are jumping everywhere. I just can't remember what camera names these are. We'll have to check it once we get up here. I don't know. We heard of a couple people finding deer dead right now, and honestly the bucks haven't been showing up. We've been curious. Man, did the EHD hit this year? I don't know, but I can see horns. I can see tines sticking out up here. Let's see where it is. Oh, that's a decent buck too.
Is it really?
Yeah. Got a nice buck one, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, he's been dead a minute.
Yeah, man. Dude, that's not a bad deer. That sucks, man. He's in the middle of the creek and next to water. I don't know. Oh, I gotta get out of here. That sucks. Just came from the second camera on this location. We were gonna compare cameras, but I know someone took my SD card, so there, go figure. This looks like the better location, just more sign over here. But wrapping today up, kind of sucks seeing that buck dead. It just makes you think EHD, but we've been all around this piece of public today, and it's the only one we've seen. It's the only one we've smelled, and we've covered a lot of ground. So I'm not ruling that out yet. All the cameras were here. We had a couple SD cards taken, so staying on the bright side, I mean, just need the bucks to show back up. And I think a couple of locations Zeb and I found this morning and this afternoon, I think that they're gonna produce. So it'll be fun to watch cameras over the next couple days. We're headed to Western Iowa. We got work to do. Still a couple more blinds put together, a couple sets to hang for some guys. The youth season's this coming weekend. Wait, is deer season, is today Tuesday?
Yeah.
Deer season's in a week? Who knows, it might be back out here in another week. Right on, week till season. I just realized that today.
Is it a week?
Yeah, Tuesday.
Today's
Open.
the 24th.
Opens up on a Tuesday.
It is a week. You're
Yeah,
right.
it's a week.
Holy cow.
Yee. Alrighty, let's get out of here. Peace. So we're traveling up to Wisconsin right now, and we were just chewing the fat, old Zeb and I. I looked down in this ditch, I'm like, dude, there's a really nice buck right there, laying in the ditch. And Zeb was like, dude, it was a giant. We turned back around. It's a really, really nice buck. So I don't know, we're just gonna go check it out real quick. What the heck? It's like looks like a 150, 160, maybe a 170, I don't know.
Did you see his twos?
Yeah, they're super palmated.
Yeah.
Where was it again? Right?
Right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
Look at that. What is going on?
Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, that's a giant.
Let's go look at it.
Oh, he's been here for a minute. He stinks.
It's a nice young buck, dude. Look at the moose palmation on him.
I know.
Oh my goodness, look at that moose palmation. Oh, look at he had a little drop tine in the front.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, that is crazy. That is like big buck genetics.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Probably hit by on the road or something. That's gnarly. Heck of a way to start the trip out. Bad bulls. Alright, we officially made it up here to Wisconsin. It's about 10 o'clock at night, but Zeb and I are tired. We need to catch up on some sleep. Chief's ready to roar. But, you know, going into this next week, tomorrow, Monday, we're just trying to get these cameras established on good spots on vine scrapes over here in Wisconsin, trying to do my last run at the cams before we come up here and hunt. And then we get back to Iowa on Tuesday, it opens up, bow opener, back home, and we're gonna do some doe population control this year, early rather than late. The reason being, we're gonna dive into that next week. We're gonna talk about doe management, so I'm excited. I'm excited for Wisconsin, you guys. So, see you on the next one. That's all I got.